So West Adelaide coming off a very good victory over Central District, took on the top side in the competition, Norwood. They'd only lost once this season, the Redlegs, and certainly it was expected that they'd probably come out winners. They certainly held Westies at arm's length for the first half, but it was a different story after half-time.
It was, and speaking of, they've only lost one game. It was only by a point, and, I mean, they're 1 point away from being undefeated, 2 points away from straight wins, so we would have expected they would have gone in with the advantage, but, clearly not the case.
They led by 11 points at quarter-time, Norwood, and then by 11 at half-time. 6 points at three-quarter time. Still, it was a close match. There was no doubt about that. And certainly they were within striking distance, West Adelaide, and they started to get a run on late in that second quarter. And they came out in the last quarter, and really it became a blitz. And that man, one of the best on ground, Aaron Filkey, he was sent to guard Norwood's loose man in defence, and Dean Turlick ultimately came up with 4 goals of his own.
He was great. Look, Filkey probably had the biggest impact in the game. Turlick was just racking him up. They were taking advantage of the extra in their defence and then switching out, and it was giving Norwood a lot of drive. As soon as he went on him, he actually looked more mobile. He even looked, in times, physically stronger. And as you said, he kicked 4 goals and was probably the difference to getting them actually started and then getting the run on.
So this vision that we're looking at now, Brady Dorr kicking a goal 4 minutes in to the second half. It was a goal apiece in the early stages of the second half. And this one, Simon Phillips, just absolutely brilliant with his show and his dash and then his finish.
He did. He looked pretty classy, and he would have been dirty. Played 2s last week, so he's probably looking to stand out. Wasn't a great game in the end for him to do that, but took a hanger, and he also kicked a great goal by actually roving his own ball and then running technically around 2 players and snapping it quite easily in the end, even though it was under pressure.
So as I said, this is the last quarter now. West Adelaide coming strongly. I guess it was somewhat unforeseeable given Norwood's record of having only lost 3 last quarters this season, and yet they were overrun in the last term, absolutely overrun. 9 shots at goal for 4 goals 5 for Westies to no score from Norwood, and that's given us a final margin of 23 points. As I said, 11 points at quarter time and half time in favour of the Redlegs, and then at three-quarter time it was 6 points. And the final score there, 11 goals 8 to 7 goals 9. Norwood been a little bit disappointed with the result. They will still finish top, but Westies, great boost for their confidence.
It was. I mean, West take a fair bit out of this game. I mean, they started slow. They were behind on the stats, so they ended up with more kicks. They ended up with clearly more handballs. Inside 50s, they were 12-3 in the end of the first quarter. Norwood's way finished the game 36-34. So being run a game out, pretty important. They did that very well.